Disturbance, what I'm talking about? Yeah. So we're in the middle of a spiritual warfare. And the sensitive souls, you come here to experience things that people in your inner circle is not going to be able to make sense with you. And I know they don't feel good all the time, because sometimes we need an echo chamber of like-minded people, because it's something that you feel when you're connecting with spirit, and the soul is talking. Surface conversations bother me. I admit that they bother me a lot more than I have ever admitted before. I crave truth. I crave depth. I crave expansion. And it's certain experiences spiritually that I have experienced that I would like to talk about with people, but it's just not anybody around me to talk about it with. And so you end up looking online, right? You look online, or you might go to Barnes and Nobles or something and see if it's a book you can read. I know these are some of the things that I can do, because I'm attempting to tether myself to a frequency that resonates with my soul and not my wounded ego. Because what a lot of us have been doing is, see, our individual trauma, it creates a banking system that can be used to withdraw energy from, to create some type of system on earth, or to create some type of domination, or to be in power. See, everything is not about money, it's more so about the power of our souls, the life force energy. And so a lot of us probably have been feeling meh about life. Just don't nothing really excite me. Life just feel hard. I feel kind of flat. I just don't even care no more. And sometimes you just get to a point where you tired of being triggered, and you just like, fuck it. I don't care about anything. I don't really find a lot of joy in things that once gave me joy. I don't really I don't really care to hang out with people in real life. I just I'm just getting through life. I'm just getting through life. I'm living, but I don't really feel alive. What the fuck am I here for? What am I here to do? Like, what am I really here to do? Yeah. I'll just stay in hermit mode. But then there's this other part of you that's hungry for new experiences. And we need novelty. Our souls need novelty to evolve. Yeah. Peace, sis. A lot of us don't like to deal with other people's energy now. It's true. The veil is down. So the ease that we felt on the old earth before the veil got as thin as it is now is not there anymore. So you can't unsee things. But there are seasons, and there is a point that you must challenge yourself to step out of your comfort zone from time to time, because you will get a really good read on yourself. You will get powerful downloads about yourself in different dynamics and situations. And so we're being challenged to do that. We're being challenged to know, when do I need to pull away from people and just be with my own energy? But what am I doing when I'm with myself? What do I spend most of my time doing? That's the question. And why? Why am I doing it? And are the things that I invest my time, money, and energy into actually creating a version of me that I feel proud of? And I think a lot of us, if I'm not mistaken, it's called, it's a word for this. Hold on. Because, see, what's happening for a lot of us is that, because while I was in the hospital this last time, and I'm not somebody that I don't take my health for granted. I'm somebody who cherishes her health and cherishes her mental health and cherishes herself to the point where I'll sacrifice anything that I need to release so that I am being constantly in the algorithm of my own authenticity and discovering the parts of myself that was erased in toxic relationships, rediscovering these parts of myself, rediscovering the wounds inside of myself that create the dialogue that I hear in my mind, and who I am and the way that I think when no one else is around, the way that I respond when I'm under pressure, the things that I see in my life that I know require more time and more effort and energy. If I'm truly giving all that I have and that I can to be a seed for the future that I believe in. And I don't know how to be this oak tree, but I know that there's a seed inside of my soul, and I'm here to experience something that I have not experienced yet. How do I get there in the healthiest way? How do I'm leaving toxic situations, but am I getting it out of my fascia? Is my head hurting because I ruminate a lot on things that hurt me? And maybe it's a habit. Maybe my liver is struggling. For a lot of us who grew up in poverty, we had to eat what we were given. We had to eat what was available to us. And so it affected our body, it affected our liver, it affected our mind, it affected everything in our life. The childhood emotional environment that maybe we did not digest properly because it was toxic, and maybe we experienced things at an age where we were too young to be able to digest that emotional experience. Those things are coming up now. Do I listen to my body to the point where I'm gonna do what it is that is required of me, even if it's hard? Do I allow myself to do hard things? It has. And all of these planets are moving into Aries now. And Aries is like the construction of the spiritual warrior, the construction of the divine masculine. This is self-realization happening collectively. I would even dare to say self-realization for the purpose of self-deification. Because when you operate as a human, you accept whatever life brings to you, and you never challenge yourself to see, is there a lesson in the pain, and how can I use it to catalyze me instead of paralyze me?